campaign, even if it's just a symbolic one-day thing, just to let you know that system is not going to collapse, they're not going to listen to you, it's probably like a mosquito bite, that kind of thing. But look at the value of doing something like that. If even if 20, 30 of us could just take that initiative, you know what I mean? You know, it's something that you let the people know that something like that is going on, and you raise awareness. Let's go almost like a court case like this. What can you achieve? That you know how the courts are going to decide. But the whole point is not that the courts will then rule our way, but the whole purpose behind it is to create the kind of awareness that we're not sitting back and doing nothing. We are, and we just want that little ripple and then begin to grow wider and wider and wider and affect the rest. Now, if you're talking about looking at all these ideas, not one specific idea, but just generally, I want to ask you before you leave, just to get your input on how should we then take all these ideas. What is the next step? Okay, I have my own ideas on where we should go with this, but I want to hear from you. What do you think should be the next step in terms of, putting all this into something which we can see and have a general direction towards? Just some ideas, if you have any, please, at this time.
First of all, Dr. Chee, I think probably the best thing is the fact that we have to analyze the facts first.
Yeah.
And once it's been analyzed, then probably we'll think of steps to perhaps implement if applicable.
Okay, could you be more specific when you say analyze? Could you just give me a...
Okay, say for example, I was playing media just now, group number 2. For example, if we say apply pressure, for example, to channel News Asia or to Straits Times, obviously we have to find out more as to, for example, how they manipulated, for example, stories, And
so, so you're talking about analyze as in, say, doing more research, right? Getting a better, more detailed idea of what the problem is, correct? Now, before you can then jump into, is that something that you guys are thinking of? Well, what we may do is this, and then it'll fall on Michael's shoulders again. That in a sense that what we can do is collect all this, right now. All this information, and then kind of just do a proper write-up into the different, sections. And then what we'll do is with all your emails, we'll send it to you again. And then through the internet, get your feedback again so that, where do you think is this? And the authors will be all of us. All of us. And then what we can do is call for a press conference, right now, release it, and make sure we get bookstores to sell it. That's how we're going to, number one, going to learn. But in between, some of the ideas may be coming up. For example, during International Human Rights Day, you want to conduct something like that idea that Sally came up with about this freedom of speech booth where you work, you have this few minutes when you say anything you want. That's a fantastic idea. Things that we could never have thought about, but never mind. Get it started first. Very doable, simple thing.